One, two, three, go!
It's small to be speaking here against all the legends sitting before me, but thank you for having me here and giving me this opportunity to speak. Companeroes has always been the first stepping stone in the life of my football journey. Um, I joined Companeroes when I was 11 years old, and it was my first club trials. It was just held in Stanislaus School with the boys, and I remember Sir Sydney and Sir Casey taking my trials. It was a great experience, and of course, then my journey started with Sir Sydney and Compy's family. Sorry. Uh, but it was great. It is great to be a part of Compy's family and all the coaches to give me these opportunities to be a part of that family. I remember Sir Sydney only one point he has always taken, re-tackle. It not only in a football game but also in real life. It is to go on. Even if we lose one chance, we have to fight for it and get it back and keep going ahead. And that has always been with me. And Sir Sydney is the best coach I've ever had. And he has always given me the opportunity to play in the MDFA Women's League when I was so small to start with the all girls and all big boys. He has always given me the opportunity. When I used to not get the ball, he used to put rules to the boys that you have to play one pass to the girl, then only you have to score. It was very nice, and that time we used to get the ball in the game. But Sir giving me this opportunity and always encouraging me at every step has been very big for me. And I am very happy to be a part of Companeroes family and will be always supporting him. Thank you very much.
I think Bhumika has spoken from a player's point of view. I'm now past that age. I'm more on an administrator point of view, so I'll take it from there. Deepu and Eric, one of our old players. There are a lot of old players. I started playing for this club in 1983, and it so happened that a gentleman came up to me and said, "I saw you playing in a school game. I was in St. Andrews, and I want you to play for my team." So I went running home and I told my dad, "Dad, Dharminder came to me and he told me, I want you to play for my team." He said, "What? Are you got mad, Dharminder?" Yeah, Daddy, Dharminder, I'm telling you, Dharminder it was. So he said, "Who? Which team?" I said, "Companeroes." He said, "That is Sydney Alexander." What are you talking about? Just look at him. Isn't he exactly? Huh? What a handsome guy he was. Okay, from the sporting point of view, I would like to tell each and every one of you is that what makes a club big? The thing that makes a club big is loyalty to the club. Okay, in today's world, we see people jumping from one team to the other. I played from 1982 for Companeroes. My main team was Air India. If Air India was not playing in a tournament, I played for Companeroes. There was no jumping teams. 1982, even till today, 2024, there's a team I play for Companeroes. Loyalty is very important. So remember that when you are playing for Companeroes. Don't look at the draw to see which pool to Companeroes in and play for that team. No. Loyalty is very important when it comes to our team. It has been built by hard work of the guys who started off in the 70s and 80s. And Sydney was married to the sport, and he actually didn't get married because of that. That is an inside story. I don't know. That's what I was being told. He loved the sport so much, and so it doesn't matter whether your team wins or loses. I'm a Companeroes, and I'll remain a Companeroes wherever I go. That is the attitude should be from the youngsters coming up. If you have that attitude, a club is not built on money. A club is built on loyalty. It doesn't matter if your team loses 5-0. It doesn't matter. Very often what we see, our team winning 3-0, we'll all go around giving handshakes. Okay, super, super. When our team loses 5-0, all come quietly and go to the dressing room. There's nobody even to tap their hands and tell them. It should not happen with this team. Whether you're losing 5-0 or whether you're winning 5-0. You'll have a team And that's the way Companeroes has built that spirit up. We haven't built, Companeroes was not built by Sydney to win. It was built to get people into the club to play the sport. Always remember that. It was built by Sydney to get people in to play the sport. It was men's, and then he turns it into women's team. I remember I was called in Spider. He turned it into women's sport also. So if you're going to remember, if you want this club to continue, this is the 54th year, going to the 75th year. We need workers in the club. Okay, we need workers in the club who is not expecting anything back from the club. Very often you see someone unable to come for a game. Someone takes a bike, goes and picks him up and gets him for the game. Someone unable to come for the game, someone goes to his house, gets the kit, puts it on the bench with his shoes down. Those are the workers you need for a club to persist. You have clubs like Manchester United, Man City. How are they? You think that they got the money in later on. But how did the club become famous? Because of the blood and sweat of each and every one of the people and members in the club. And that's what we required to push this club, Companeroes, which was the only club in Bandra in the 1975-80, only club in Bandra which was promoting sport. And if you want those things to come up again, we have to have workers in the team who are willing to work and not expect anything else. Be loyal to your team. Very important, be loyal to your team. So Sydney has planted a mango tree with super fruits on the tree. There are some fruits which are not good. And all the people looking after Companeroes, Kason and Brian and a few which I do not know, you're with scissors cutting all the bad fruit. You know, the problem is Sydney has built a beautiful tree with the fruit, some good, some bad, and we're looking at the fruit, but we're not looking at the root. What we need to do is even look at the root. Sometimes you got to put manure, you got to do something to that fruit. Sydney has built us a tree, we should look after that tree. So how do you look after that tree? I see very often school games going on. We should pick up players coming up from there. I think there's a little less of youth, what I watched during the years. We have so many players from Stanislaw, Don Bosco, Matunga. What happens to these players after 11th standard? I haven't seen anybody playing for India for the last 15 years coming out from Don Bosco or from after the rain. Nobody coming out to play for India in spite of them being fantastic. Why? Why can't we pick up these players? Look, if you want to win, you can't win today. You have to win 6 years from now. How do you get those 6 years from now? By taking them in school, 11th standard, and making them play for you. So it's just an advice for the future. We need to pick up these boys, get them in. What happens is when they finish their 10th and go to 11th, they see a new life. Girls around, little smokes, little drinks. Haywire. Companeroes used to get them in, and you'll see results 6 years from now. Okay, that's just a tip which I think Sydney would like to also express that if he was here today. Try going in for the youth. I thank each and every one of you all for coming here and giving me this opportunity. And there were many players, Wilbur Rodriguez, David Cardoza, Clive, did some more? Agnello was, Wilbur Rodriguez, Justin D'Souza. Justin, excellent player. He's had a little, he was playing till today for Australia. At the age of 64, he had an accident on the ground. Today he's on a wheelchair. He was on a wheelchair because of hockey. We have such players who could give their life today to play. Today you are diving and you're talking about your red patch on a green grass. Try doing that on Subhani Talab. That was the ground we were brought upon, you know. So you are lucky to have this infrastructure. It was not lucky for us. We were unlucky at that time. So grasp this moment. Be a loyal servant of Companeroes. Don't expect anything in return. And I'm sure this club will go places in future. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. I can't speak after Bhumi and Darryl. So thanks everyone for coming. So as we gather today to commemorate the jersey ceremony for Compies, and the significance of this jersey is what you see here. It's a big burden. When we lost Sydney, we were some of us discussing what next. But there was something behind us. He's still there. He's still walking, and we thought, why to stop? Let's continue. I can't stand here alone. I will ask Kay, please come. Good. Right. So we all thought, David come? Are David will sign the checks. So we all thought with this group that we should continue the legacy, the passion, the hard work, and the brotherhood what we have. You know, the same thing what we want this to deliver to you guys. When we see after next 5 years or 10 years, we want some of you guys coming here, standing here, and taking our competition to the next level. What Deepu had done, what Cardos has done, what Saber are doing. Okay. So with this, anybody? Say what is it? No, yeah. All are feeling shy to speak.
Okay. I was just a player when I was a kid. And there was one man who seen me play. I was a street player. And that man there standing, seen me and he called me to play. And he gave me the opportunity to play with great players like Deepu, Eric, Darryl. The amount of battles I used to get, I still remember. But that made me strong. And I'm thankful to them. Because of their hard work shouting, I am here standing today. And I am able to train kids what Sydney wanted. The main idea was to make footballers, to create footballers to reach a level where they can go and represent a bigger team. That was his dream. And he always told me one thing, Lenny, practice doesn't make you perfect. Perfect practice makes you perfect. When I want to start the girls' team, he said, do you have faith in these girls? I said, yes, sir. He said, let's try it out. I got the girls, I spoke to them, and with his permission, we started a women's team. And it was a blessing that we had a family of girls who stood by us in our difficult times. They never gave up. I must have played for Companeroes for past 35 years, 37 years, 1986, under Deepu and Eric, when we played Division 5 at Chembur. I still remember those days, and it was a pleasure playing with Darryl. The guy who ran faster than me. After he got out, then I became a faster runner. But I couldn't beat him when he was there. It was that Sydney got me from the street to the ground, and that's where I created my name. That is where people start recognizing Clemmy and his left leg, that people even talk today. And thanks to Sir Sydney that I had the opportunity to be what I am today. And my passion today is to treat children and train children at the grassroots level. That is what he told me. Clemmy, get the children from the street, pick out the good ones, get them here, and we'll train them. It is our responsibility. Even if they don't have shoes, we'll give them shoes. We'll give them a kit. But we see that we create good players so that they remember compete and all their lives remember that loyalty is one thing that should be the end Companeroes. I have been given an opportunity to play for big clubs, but I never taken the opportunity. I had to play for Air India, I gave up, I didn't take it. I got Orchid Mills, I didn't take it because there's one guy who got me to play football and I stayed with him till today. I have lost my one kidney, twice shock in my heart, I have never given up. I still play football today. It is because he told me, whatever happens to you, you have to be underground. Even if you are not well, you don't play but come and sit on the bench. You're injured, don't play but come and sit on the bench. Even Darryl and Deepu and Eric will agree with me because that was what Sydney was. He didn't give it up and he never gave up on me. And even Ketan and David, my brothers, we have played for years together and we are still brothers today. David, Ketan, Brian, Gulam, Brett, Ollie, we are still a family. That 11 players we can name even today. And we are still a family and we are together and in difficult times we will stand by each other. That is what Companeroes is. This is to my young players out there. Build a family where you stand by each other. And remember that we are created because of him, and we have to carry his good work. Thank you.
Unlike them, I'm never a good player. I sat on the bench for 6 years before I got to play for Companeroes. Well, that's a stretch as well. I used to come for the games, sit in the stands, during halftime, come, collect the ball, throw it back, collect the ball, throw it back, and that's it. But somehow or the other, they finally got faith in me. So I played for the club, still playing for the club. Some of the young guys don't know that I'll still play for the club. But yeah, whatever Clemmy said, at the end of the day, it's one man who carried it through the years, along with the rest of them who set it up. And we are here to take it forward. Yes, Darryl, the roots are important, and that's something we are interested in.
Felix,
Come on, Kazi.
come, Kazi.
For y'all who don't know him, he's the only guy who's been caught offside with his own pass. So yeah, that's it, guys, from me.
You play with you.
Yeah, sure.
There was
Just one request from the seniors. If you have time, if you can come to the ground, be there. Like me, I'm a sports teacher at St. Joseph's Convent, but I never get holidays. So whenever I have a holiday, I try to be on the ground. Just on Friday, I was there on the ground because we can give an input. We can improve the standard of football by being there. Okay? Boys, I cannot be there all the time, but whenever I'm available, I see that I'm on the ground 6:30 in the morning.
Which among the 50 players, before I go to choose the captaincy, I seen one player sitting here, ex-compis, who's quite successful. Currently, I'm getting a little breathless, little excited, so please excuse. Ex-compis player, very successful player, one of the star of Bandra. I request you to come here. Floyd? So it is very fortunate. Actually, he said he will not come, but he came in. So I will call him on the stage, but please come. So with Floyd, I will reveal the captain. You were the captain once upon a time when we win the Super Division. So that's what the good luck, So Floyd will get it. If you guys go and watch Reserve Bank game as on date, you will only see one player doing everything. Okay, he takes a goal kick, he goes for corners, he goes for defense, everything. So, so before I reveal the name of our captain, I'll just ask Floyd to give 2 words of thoughts to our young generation first.
Alright, good evening everybody. I'm not very good at speeches and all, but if I talk about this club, he's the guy who inspired me to play football. When I was in FY BCom, I think, he signed me for the club, and from there it's all history. He gave me the opportunity to play for this prestigious club, I would say, from Bandra. I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for Companeroes Sports Club. So always, I played hockey also for the club, and thanks to Brian at that time, I got a lot of bad words also. Companeroes Sports Club, I would always, if I was not playing for any other club in Bandra, then it would always be Companeroes Sports Club. But the younger generation only I would say is just keep practicing, come daily for practice. You have Rajesh, you have Clemmy, David, Kazi, Avo,
Yeah, Avo, please come.
Gulam,
Avo, come here.
Savio, more importantly, Savio. At this age also, Savio still plays.
Avo, come here. Avo, come here. Are, come on. Guys, you can get introduce Avo. If you are not seen him playing with the left foot, come here.
I played for Companeroes right up from 2008 to 2012. Then I moved on to another club. But that time we had players like David, Mali, Avo, I don't think anybody has seen Avo at that time playing.
Yeah, that's why.
Because when I played Santosh Trophy for Maharashtra at that time, Irinio Vaz was my coach. At that time also, should talk very highly about Avalon. So imagine what kind of a player Avalon was. And just keep playing, man. This club has a lot of passion. Companeroes, if you keep working hard, I'm telling you, you can reach anywhere where you want. Just keep working hard. Thank you.
Thanks, Blake. I was always shy feeling. What?
Yeah, that's what Avo comes.
So people who don't know Avo is a nephew of Saraswati Alexander, one of the best left footer. I'm also left footer, but he had more skills than me. I had more speed. Face off. Yeah. So coming to our captains for Compass Next Generation and Compass Sports Club. So we had a lot of thoughts, boys. It's very difficult. Till morning we were thinking who to make captain, but already in my mind who was there. What we thought, we will go like what India did in 2007 World Cup, which brought World Cup back to them, to believe in our young talent, get them to do the leadership job, get them to be part of the leaders, understand how the team should be run. So on that basis, we got two captains today. For the Companeroes next, we have decided to go with Vikas Yadav as the captain of the team. Vikas, please come on the stage. Yes, Kunal is back. The progress what we have seen in Vikas last 2 years is phenomenal. And I wish all the best to Vikas. I think with his support, the next will do what best he can do it. Okay. Coming to the main team, Companeroes Sports Club. Again, we did not go. We have so many senior players with the team. I know they may be, but I know they will also support me on that. The decision what we made. So for the Companeroes Sports Club, we have decided to go with Shane. Shane on the captain of the team. The fortunate thing, both of them plays as an attacking mid, and both are liking number 6. So I don't know. Shane.
I would like to thank everybody that I've got this opportunity to become the captain. And by seeing the potential in our players and my teammates, I don't think anything can stop us from winning the league.
I'm really glad to be a captain of this wonderful club for NXT, Companeroes NXT, and I will love to be a
अरे वो जीतने के बाद क्या स्पीच देगा? हिंदी में बोलो.
Okay. Because it's very shy with the mic, but very, what you say, very hard with the ball. Okay. Thanks, Vikas. So,